He's having the ribs.
Okay.
Because we're going to share.
Nah.
No, but this is a big problem. I like to pick off of other people's plates.
She's gonna have the ribs, and then can I have a steak?
We didn't agree that, but okay.
So you stubborn then, yeah?
I get my own way every time.
Every time?
Every time.
Oh, hell no!
I get my own way every time.
Every time?
Every time. Every girl wants their own way. Every girl wants to be treated like a princess. Every girl wants to eat off your plate.
I need someone that's going to treat me like a princess, like give me compliments and stuff, and just make me feel good. So I've had people in the past do make me feel good. Just past exes, like with their like horrible little comments about, I don't know, about the way I looked and stuff. Oh, why is it making me upset?
I have a saying that I use on this channel. Accountability is a modern woman's kryptonite. And what you just saw is what happens when a woman has been rewarded for her terrible behavior for far too long. This is a woman who hasn't been told no in her entire life. Her father didn't set boundaries with her. Her ex-boyfriends had to tiptoe around her and walk on eggshells with her. She's been allowed to successfully glide through life getting whatever she wants, and as a result, she's formed this toxic princess persona that instantly becomes the problem of whichever unlucky man ends up in her company. Not even a minute in and she says, "I always get my own way. Every girl deserves to be treated like a princess." That's 2 red flags from the get-go. She wants to be treated like a princess while acting like a peasant. But it gets a lot worse, unfortunately. But before we go any further with the video, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to I Am White, who said 85,000 on rotting tilapia is a bit too much. I always buy Gorton's fish sticks when it's on sale at Safeway for $3.99. It's fresher and doesn't have disease, and it doesn't steal my big pens and aluminum foil out of the kitchen. That is so specific. That is hilarious, dude. Thank you for sharing that. So please, don't forget to reach out to my email to claim your $5. As always, guys, I'm gonna pick one comment from each video. It could be the funniest, it could be the most liked, or one that just made a real solid point, so don't forget to leave a comment and you could be tomorrow's winner. So be sure to hit that like and subscribe button too, as it helps out a ton. Now, let's get back to the video.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't.
What's happening? I ordered the ribs, you eat the ribs.
Sorry, 1 minute. Hi, babe.
She's on the phone.
Yeah, she's
Bye, see you soon, bye.
I think if you're out, you should put your phone away. Or
Babe,
it's
do you
rude.
know what I've realised? There's a lot of opposites between us. I text my friends a lot.
Yeah.
I like someone that I can eat my food from their plate.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
She didn't get what she
Maybe you
wanted,
need
so
someone
she
to teach you that you
started
don't always get your own
attacking
way,
his
though.
plate,
No,
trying to
no,
get
no.
at his steak like a wild animal. It wasn't about the food. This was about power. She wanted to control him and manipulate him into doing exactly what she wanted, but he didn't allow it. I mean, yes, he made the mistake of allowing her to order for him. I would have been gone the moment she pulled that BS, but at least he wasn't playing her games. And what did she do? She acted like an entitled, spoiled brat who didn't get her own way, and pulled her phone out as a power move trying to knock him off balance. This kind of crap is how you know in terms of emotional maturity, she's still around 8 or 9 years old. These kinds of power games are what little girls do to try to make their fathers give them what they want. And if their father is a weak man, and many are, then he will fold like a deck of cards. This woman is the result. A walking red flag that will only attract weak, emotionally damaged men because the only men who would tolerate her shitty company are men who have non-existent self-esteem. I'm talking about this woman because it gives us a glimpse into what modern women are rapidly devolving into. But before I dive into that, let's see how this date ends.
I'll be 2 seconds, babe.
I just want to go.
Don't like him.
Does he know you're going?
I just said I'm going back. I'm not.
Okay. So she's left.
Okay.
Yeah. I just wanted to check in that you're all right and everything.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, good. You need to finish your drink. If you want dessert, you can have a dessert.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry.
That's all good.
I left. It's so bad. I feel so guilty, but I just couldn't stay any longer.
How can people like this exist in the world? She said she didn't fancy him. This is complete BS. She probably didn't like him, but not for the reasons she thinks. The reason she was repulsed by him and had to run away is because he wasn't falling for her manipulation attempts and childish controlling behavior. She threw a hissy fit and got the hell out of there before he could reflect her shitty personality back to her even more than he already did. And did you notice her playing the victim when talking about past boyfriends? I guarantee you that she had plenty of opportunities to reflect on her own terrible behavior, but she didn't do it. She just blamed her ex-boyfriends because it's much easier to blame other people than to change yourself. This is why it's important to remember there's always two sides to a story. She made it out like her ex-boyfriends treated her badly, but looking at how toxic she is, she was probably the horrible one in the relationship. She talked about how past boyfriends treated her badly and took advantage of her, but she became the very person she claimed her exes were to her. For her sake, I hope she watched herself in that episode and saw how horribly she treated that guy, but I highly doubt it. But the star of the show is the man. That man has class. He may have let her order his food for him, but he was classy enough to not react too emotionally about it. Then when she got up and left, he didn't even say anything bad about her. He didn't stoop to her level. He calmly handled the situation. Oh, and here's a fun fact. That guy is now a very successful professional wrestler signed with the WWE. Look it up. I'm not even lying. His name is Elton Prince. What a legend. It's fair to say he had the last laugh in this situation. He went to America and is making a truckload of money while she went back to the streets where she belongs. Sometimes life finds a way. You might think that women like these are in the minority. Those random head cases who most men never encounter, and one time in the past, you would have been right about that. But the fact is, this is what modern women are rapidly becoming. The entitlement, the toxic princess attitude, the hyper-delusional expectations coupled with the shameless lack of self-awareness. These are just a few of the things you can expect to see when it comes to modern women today. Take a look for yourself.
How tall does a man have to be to get with you?
6'2". 6 foot. 6 foot minimum. At least 6 foot. Something to be under 6 foot.
What height is too short for a guy?
Anything under 6'5".
How much money does a guy need to date you?
About like 100K. 100,000. At least 100K a month. 200,000 a month. Probably well over 400K. 500 grand at the least on the figures. Like $1 million, $2 million. The mills. Minimum £1 million. That's still fast. I need that millionaire.
Here are some things I expect a man to pay for while I'm dating him or we're in a relationship.
Here are some of my rules for a first date. Give me my rules for a first date.
Number 1, I'm not saving your number in my phone until we're engaged.
Do not take me to a fancy restaurant. Show me your tax returns. Show me your bank statements. Show me your face. Show me your profile.
We're saying no to coffee dates. We're saying no to buffer dates. We're saying no to walks in a park.
I do not accept a coffee or a walk as a possible date option. Show me your body, top to bottom. Do a 360. Those are the requirements for you to come for me. Those are the requirements for you to come for me. Okay, you think I'm joking? It's the actual truth.
These women are rapidly losing their minds. The impossible standards that they expect as an average woman dating a normal guy is textbook delusion. You can't even take women on a date to a normal place anymore. The list of suitable places is shrinking with each passing second.
So I'm scrolling through Facebook and I see that they dropped a whole entire list of places that women don't want to go to on a first date. And I can't lie to you, I'm looking down this list and it's a few places that I would definitely fuck with on a first date. Like an ice cream date, with it. Alright, bowling, with it. Hookah bar, I'm with it. Going to the movies, yeah man, I'm with that. Like what's wrong with that?
We can't take you to church. We can't go on a little gym date. Whatever. Starbucks, coffee dates, ice cream dates. Damn, we can't take y'all to get ice cream? I love ice cream. Family functions, movie night, somewhere that requires a long drive, bowling, nightclubs, a bar just for drinks, Waffle House, sports event. Damn, where can we take the ladies?
Stop dating in the United States altogether. They don't need a man. They don't need us. Let them die alone. We go to another country. Don't even come back.
Shout out to the Passport brothers.
We're going to keep going overseas. We're going to keep doing things like this.
First dates are supposed to be casual. It is completely ridiculous to expect a man to pay upwards of $500 for a first date when he doesn't even know you yet. This is like expecting women to bang on the first date before ever meeting the man. Although with the way feminism has been pushing the whole sexual liberation message, that's not outside the realms of possibility with many modern women today. But only if he's a 6-foot Chad making $500K a year apparently. This next guy takes a remarkably average woman to Starbucks. Watch her reaction and try your best not to lose whatever faith you had left in modern society.
Look at him. Broke. He won't spend no money on you. No. I can't believe this, y'all. Look at this. So he told me we're going out for drinks, right? Why we pull up at a Starbucks?
What's wrong with Starbucks?
I got dressed like this to go to Starbucks?
Yeah, I told you it was gonna be a casual date. Casual, you know what casual means?
Casual as in getting drinks. So I dressed in a whole dress, heels and everything.
Okay, so
And we're getting coffee? You think I deserve a coffee date?
so you're gonna blame me for not being able to comprehend what I said. Because I said casual date. Casual date. First date should be casual.
Do you not comprehend who I am, what I look like, and you think that I deserve a coffee date? This is a PSA to all you ladies. Get to know somebody before you go on a date, because this is not a date.
Don't do this.
I don't know who you took out before. This is not a date. This is a cheap date.
Oh, so, okay, so now it comes out. Cheap, right? Cheap.
How else would you see this as? Their drinks are like $5.
Okay, so instead you wanted me to take you to like what? You wanted me to take you to
A restaurant. You know, you're supposed to wine and dine me. You're supposed to be a man.
One thing that's honestly baffling to me is that men have been trying to get through to these women. For the past few decades, we've been watching the decline, but we've been trying to give these women the benefit of the doubt. But it's fallen on deaf ears. Hoflation is real. The quality of women has been decreasing rapidly compared to our parents' and grandparents' generation, but the expectation on men has been increasing. Now, just to get a date with a normal woman, you need to meet this ever-growing laundry list of impossible standards. But because in this society, it's almost illegal to hold women accountable to their bullshit, this delusion has become an accepted social norm. Is it any wonder why men are checking out of society in massive numbers? Because that's exactly what's happening. The MGTOW philosophy is spreading into the mainstream. Even the men who don't claim to be a part of the philosophy are embodying the exact same principles and making the same choices for the same reasons. They're MGTOW, they just don't know it yet, and the spread of the philosophy is having a deep and lasting impact on the way society is functioning. It's affecting the Western world in a profound way that we simply have not seen before.
A study last year, which came out in the news just a couple weeks ago, showing that the percentage of young men ages 18 to 29, 63% of them are not in a relationship. That is, they're not married, they're not in a steady relationship, they're not dating, they're single. 63%, nearly 2 out of 3. These trends towards singleness, not being in relationships, not being married, is bad for our society, it's bad for the individuals. And this should alarm people that as we continue down this road, these figures only appear as though they're likely going to be getting worse. As more and more men are checking out of dating, losing interest in marriage, data also shows that they're less likely to pursue it at all. And this bodes very poorly for our society. I think we have to acknowledge that our principles in place for dating, for relationships, for sex, for intimacy, these changes that we've instituted in our society are not working well. And our only way is to undo many of the things that we have done and get back on a course that does work to support marriages, relationships, and family life.
Society is starting to notice the absence of men, not just in the dating market and marriage, but in the workplace too. This is what happens when you tell a generation of men not just that they're expendable, but that they're inherently toxic, predatory, and dangerous. How can you possibly expect men to stick around when you beat them over the head with that kind of message? We wouldn't expect any other demographic in this society to put up with it. But for some reason, we expect men to put up, shut up, and take it with a smile. Well, that's not happening anymore. You can only kick a dog so many times before it's done with you. And now, men are walking away and leaving modern women to clean up the mess they made. Except that's not happening either. But do you know what is happening? They're blaming men for it. This is the most obvious response. You could practically set your watch to it because it's so goddamn predictable. You'll see what I mean in these next clips when modern women give their 2 cents on the whole passport bro movement. These are just men who listened to women over the past 20 years telling them that they aren't needed and decided to go somewhere else. You'd think women would be happy about that, but they aren't. Not even slightly.
Hey TikTok, I just have a question for you, because I got into a debate with a misogynistic troll who insists he's not a misogynist, but the whole thing started with him saying that passport bros aren't the ones saying Western women are crap. That's what women say. And they're just, going overseas because the women there are better. And I said, I see the fact that they are looking to find a woman who is at an economic and language disadvantage, take her away from her entire support network and the country she's known for her whole life, and isolate her away from that. The very nature of that is abusive and controlling.
Passport bros are so funny to me. Like, do you guys think things through? Like, I feel like you guys just think about your immediate needs and don't think anything through. And the other piece to it is, like, you have no consideration for women or see them as human beings. Because what you're doing is you're choosing to not be with American women because we have standards for how we want to be treated. So you go to another country where the women are vulnerable, they're living in unpleasant circumstances, some of them are in dangerous positions, so their only choice is to marry a passport bro and hope that things work out for them. And then when the time is up and they've got all of their papers to be able to stay in this country legally and they divorce you, you guys are like shocked. Like, you cannot believe it. Like, this gold digger, she used me. Like, you just cannot believe that your personality sucks that bad.
That purple-haired woman is any self-respecting man's worst nightmare. Could you imagine waking up to her every day for the rest of your life? Anyway, this is what women are doing. Blaming men for their angst because men did what they asked and left them alone. They're just angry and bitter at men for finding a solution that doesn't involve them. This is how we know that women are bullshitting when they say they didn't need men. Men left and now they're up in arms getting angry all over TikTok about it. The truth is, strong men left society a long time ago. We're now existing in a vacuum of strong, healthy, and virtuous men. These kinds of men built and shaped some of the greatest civilizations in history, like ancient Greece and Rome. But the kinds of men that forged those societies are completely absent from this one, and a society without strong, healthy men to lead it will spiral into, well, this.
You ever cheated?
Yes.
Why? What happened?
Cause nothing happened. I just got bored.
Okay. How about you?
Yes.
What happened?
I lose interest too quick.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I visited University of Florida while I was dating someone at home, and I cheated on my boyfriend.
Take their money, their car, their house,
Their energy,
yeah,
their motivation,
waste their time,
their faith.
waste their time. By the time we're done, they want to kill themselves.
Have you ever cheated?
For sure. I have. Yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
I have. Yeah, I have.
This is what a society looks like that refuses to hold women accountable to their actions and their choices. This is what things start to look like when men lose their balls and forget what it means to be a man. When men take a backseat in the society that their forefathers built, society suffers. And the women of that society lose their shit and go completely off the rails. It would be sad to see if we hadn't already endured so much terrible treatment throughout our lives. It's hard to be empathetic to people who have been mistreating you your whole life and calling you toxic just for existing. Men have suffered, but society has never given a shit about a man's pain. Take a look at this guy who realizes the harsh reality that his wife is nothing but yet another cheating 304. Look at the man's face.
Are y'all talking to anybody else?
No.
No.
May we test the theory?
Sure.
Y'all two swap phones. Who is Pat?
Pat is a U.S. soldier located in, oh gosh, my brain cannot think of it right now. Ukraine. He's stationed in Ukraine.
Do y'all talk?
Sometimes.
Like, relationship-wise?
No.
Can we see? let him hold the phone.
Well, I can let him see.
Cute stuff. This was today.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna go nothing but like before y'all time, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Back out. Back out. Who is Elijah?
Elijah is.
We gotta let him hold the phone. Let's see the Elijah stuff, like. Hey, you know.
Not somebody that I want to be with.
Can we see?
No.
You can't go through the truck.
Huh?
Can't go through the truck.
No.
This guy looked like he was about to break down crying in the middle of the mall. This is what men have become. Simpy, wimpy guys who have no idea what value they could bring to the table. If only they woke the hell up. It frustrates me to see men with this much potential spend their time playing second fiddle to women who are a solid 4 out of 10 on their best day. Men are the goddamn prize. They could become that in an instant, if only they realized it. Without accountability, women are getting worse. I hate to think how things are going to be 5 or 10 years down the line. In case you haven't already, walk away. Health, financials, family, friends, and hobbies. Make your life about this over the next 10 years, and I promise you that you won't regret it. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you'll get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.